Whole again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge, and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt. Vivian. Making amends. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import which demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves that I might ask a single favor concerning His High Highness Prince Dion. Harpocrates. Wonder what that is.
It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about.
A tale to tell. Alright. Piqued my interest. Oh, even Gav's got a side quest. Uncle Byron. Won't be surprised if Jill has one too. Jill and Mid.
Lordsman Harpocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
You know, that's surprising. Also kind of cool that he was actually the tutor
Knowledge
of
hoarded is
Dion.
knowledge lost. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Tales of Tales. Level 7? Nice.
There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
What's updated on his mother? One of the few surviving descendants of the children of Dezimekes, who fled from Valisthea and took refuge in the Outer Continent, only returning generations later. She and her clan were devout believers in the Circle of Malleus, whose teachings she instilled in her son, teachings and memories that he treasures to this day. Alas, her beliefs were also to prove her downfall, as she was killed in a raid by the followers of a rival religion. Oh. Circle of Malleus. Oh. The ancient religion from which more recent savior cults grew. Its beliefs were originally drawn from murals left behind by the people who lived near the mother crystals, Dezimekes. But while at one point it was a faith followed throughout Valisthea, time and the fading memory of the ancient culture that spawned it saw it gradually fall from favor. Interesting. Inner Sanctum, Moss the Chronicler, Consonant, Drake's Horn, War of the Magi, or Magi. Vast circular cavity carved from the Dalmekian coast is here the mother crystal known as Dezimekes once stood. In the Age of the Fallen, man, hoping to claim the power of the gods, laid siege to the crystal in an attempt to gain entry to its aether-rich heart. Rather than attempt to fend off the assault, he instead responded by destroying the mother crystal in its heart. The great crater left behind standing as a reminder of man's hubris. Oh.
You wish to study the tomes?
Interesting. That's a cool history right there. Really, it'll be out here. Okay. Kinda wasn't expecting that, but that works out. Gives more reason to come to Ash, I guess. Which, I mean, that's definitely not a bad thing, just because Ash, we barely did anything in. Like, it's the last... to be fair, it's the last place that we actually gain any access to, but that's also because there's the Oryx, and there's so much Aether here, Akashic, the Empire, or the Waloed Empire, I should say, because they're still the Sambrek Empire. Which, is that the crystal I'm seeing over that way? I think so.
Right.
Oh, interesting. Before, these weren't Akashic creatures, if I recall correctly. The blue blob still is
Seems this
not
place has been
Akashic.
flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Yep, just gotta find a waterfall. Oh, actually, right up over here.
This won't be easy. Be safe.
And of course I'll fight this thing. Why not? Oh jeez. Definitely want to land a Zangetsuken on it.
Nice try.
Nice. The seal counters. Awesome one, too.
Too slow.
Harder to land, though. But when you do, it's impressive. You gotta give it that. Nice, it's ready. Now I'll just lay on the hurt here. Because, you know, have to kill him now. Land the hits. Nice, that actually almost built it to level 3 right away. Perfect.
Nice try. Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
Now deliver. Okay. I thought there was gonna be like another spot we had to go to there. That's why I didn't open the map up right away, because it'd be my luck. I'd come here and then say, oh yeah, you gotta pick more. Just so I'd have to go back there. But oh well. Things are going swell for it.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Ah, go speak with Dion. I'm curious how their interaction will go.
Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Nice. And it shows reasons why I like both of the characters. I like Harpocrates, and especially like Dion. Bahamut's Mercy reduces Gigaflare cooldown time by 6 seconds. That's pretty good. Then Stolas' Quill, Lordsman Harpocrates' best-loved writing implement, whose nib has scribed many a learned tome. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in what he just said, Harpocrates. Excellent. And... Alright, perfect. That's all there. So, since we're leaving here,